Mother. A word that has the greatest importance in every human life. We can never repay the debt of a mother's love and sacrifices. A mother sacrifices all her happiness for her children, so that her child can get all the happiness in the world. But when this great person leaves the world before his time, the hearts of those left behind remain incomplete forever. A similar sad story was that of Ali, who lived in a small town. Ali was a wise and kind father, whose life was centered around his innocent daughter Zoya. Zoya, who was now 8 years old, was a quiet and sensitive girl with deep thoughts hidden in her eyes. There was another important person in this house, Ali's father, Zoya's grandfather. He was an elderly and very kind-hearted person who always acted with patience and wisdom. The three of them lived together in an unfinished house whose splendor had diminished after the departure of their mother Fariha. Fariha, who had died of a long illness a few years after Zoya's birth, was the soul of the house. After her departure, the happiness of the house was shattered. Ali had focused all his attention and love on his daughter Zoya, so that she would not miss her mother. Zoya would often sit at her window and look out, where children her age were playing. She knew that her father loved her very much, but there was an empty space in her heart, which could only be filled by her mother's presence. Ali's father, Zoya's grandfather, would often talk to Zoya about his daughter-in-law Fariha, and also tell her the sad story of her mother. One evening, he stroked Zoya's head and said, "Son, your grandmother, your mother's mother, was also very beautiful like her daughter, your mother. But when your mother was very young, your grandmother passed away. Your mother spent her entire life with the support of her mother's memories. She never let her mother's absence show." Grandpa's eyes filled with tears. He added, "Your mother was also in the same situation. She never let her mother feel the absence of your grandmother, and now your mother must also feel incomplete without you." "Son," he said to Zoya, "your mother also prayed that the absence she felt because of her mother would never come into your life. But nature had something else in mind. You are the most beautiful gift for your mother. She always remembers you in her prayers." Zoya would smile on hearing this, but Grandpa would understand the sadness hidden in her eyes. One day, Ali saw an album of old photos in Zoya's room. Zoya was secretly looking at the album. When Ali saw that Zoya's eyes were moist, his heart filled with joy. He hugged Zoya and said, "Son, what happened?" Zoya cried, "Papa, everyone has a mother. Why don't I have one?" Ali had no answer to this question. He took Zoya to his father. Grandpa held Zoya's hand and said, "Son, mother never goes away. She is always in our hearts." Zoya said, "But Grandpa, when I miss him, I don't find him. I want to hear his voice." Grandpa looked at Ali. There was a pain on his face too. That night, Ali thought a lot. The next day, he came with a CD player and some old tapes. These tapes had Fariha's voice recorded on them. She used to hum songs and record her daily conversations. When Ali played that tape to Zoya, the whole room echoed with Fariha's voice. Zoya closed her eyes and smiled. Hearing that voice, it felt as if Fariha had returned. The voice she had never heard before was ringing in her ears today. That day, Zoya felt for the first time that her mother was still with her, even though she was far away. She hugged Ali and said, "Papa, mother has not gone anywhere. She is always with us, in our memories and in our hearts." On this journey, Ali, Zoya, and Dada Jean together supported each other's grief. They understood that love never ends. It only changes its form. Fariha's memories had become not pain for them, but a beautiful feeling. That incomplete journey now seemed complete, because they were all together.